tire pressure, tire pressure, tire pressure, tire pressure. Yeah, one of these tires is not like the others. Welcome back to the channel, me and Car Keys. So in the last video, we went to the post office. I never told you guys what I went to the post office for, kind of left it hanging. We went to the post office because of tire pressure. I'm gonna explain in just a second. Now, what I love about the F-150 is that it tells you if you have low tire pressure on one of the tires. It'll tell you that you have low pressure. It'll tell you exactly which tire it is, and it'll tell you the exact PSI of all 4 tires, which is awesome. Mazda doesn't do that. Mazda, why you don't do that? Why you don't do that? Mazda does not do that. Now, it'll tell you that you have a low tire, but you won't know which tire it is. I'm going to assume it's that one. We have our portable tire inflator from Auxito. Big shout out to Auxito, who's the sponsor of today's video. You see on the side of the box, it can inflate cars, bicycles, motorcycles, balls. You look on this side of the box, it has, you know what, just open the box. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in the A. There's not a cloud in the sky. This is awesome. But I just went from a workout straight to you guys, and it is only 10 o'clock in the morning, and believe it or not, it is already 86 degrees here in Atlanta. Anyway, all right, there's our actual tire inflator there. We gotta figure out how to use that. Put that there. We have a box with some stuff in it. All right. We have hose. We have an actual carrying bag for the case. That's awesome. You have a charger to plug it into your cigarette lighter, 12 volt. And you also have a USB charger as well, to USB to USB-C to charge it up. You also have all your different fittings here, like that one for the basketball. So simple enough. This one plugs into your charger here, and then the other end goes into your tire or whatever you're trying to inflate. All right, so that's cool. Put that all the way in. I decided to come in the shade to show you guys. So it's really easy. You plug this top plug, you plug the cord into the top there, and the other piece goes into your tire. This is your screen here. This is your big LCD screen. On the side, you have buttons. You have a power button here. You hold it for 3 seconds to turn it on, as well as to start and stop your air pressure, your air from flowing. You have a plus sign here to increase the PSI. You have a minus sign to decrease the PSI. I'm not really sure what this button is for. It says to recycle through modes. We'll figure that out in just a second. And then you have a light button up here. So hold it for 3 seconds to turn on. Boom, it's lit up. Now it's showing that it's flashing on the camera, but it's actually not flashing at all. I'm not really sure how to fix that. But it's lit up down here showing 35 PSI. Up here showing 89%. You cannot see that at all. That's crazy. 89% battery power. What I'll do is I'll take a picture of this so you can see exactly what it looks like without it on camera. These are like LED lights, so they flicker on camera for whatever reason. Anyway, so to start it, stop it. It's pretty much that simple. So if you want to set it to 35 PSI, you set the number down here to 35 PSI, plug it in, turn it on, and then it's supposed to inflate your tire to 35 PSI. Now, as I said at the beginning, on the Mazda, I have no idea which tire it is. And from looking at it, it's all 4 of them probably. Yeah, from looking at it, it's probably all 4 of them. So in the wintertime, we've done several videos on the channel on tires and tire pressure. In the wintertime, you lose tire pressure. Doesn't matter which vehicle you're driving, doesn't matter what type of tires you have. It's just the weather. So cold weather, as just like metal. Metal contracts when it's cold and it expands when it's hot. So same thing with air, the air in your tire, the air pressure in your tire does the same thing. So when it's cold outside, you lose air pressure. When it gets warmer outside, they expand and you increase air pressure. So a lot of times in the wintertime, you need to add air to your tires anyway, just because, like I said, you automatically lose pressure due to it being cold. As I'm walking around, I think all 4 of these tires probably need air. So we're gonna start on this one. So plug this in. Boom, there you go. Tires, these are the Kumo Krugen HP71s you see there. I love these tires. Honestly, love these tires. If I had to get another set of tires for this Mazda CX-5, I would get these same exact tires. I highly recommend them. I'm not saying it for any reason. I'm just saying, just being completely honest, I love these tires. So haven't had any issues. So if you look here, max pressure PSI is 51. Now that is under load. We're not gonna go that high, of course. If you look here on the, there we go. If you look here on there, on our air pressure inflator, we are at 29 for this tire, and I want to get to at least 35. This is a better view of what it looks like. Why is it not flashing now? Anyway, we're at 89% battery, as you see here where my pinky is, and I like the way that this is set up. This is perfect. It'll show you what your actual PSI is, and then it'll show you what you want it to be. So to turn on, you just hit the button again. Perfect. So when it gets to 35 PSI, it'll automatically stop and shut off, which is perfect. Now, I did notice that we started at 89% battery and went down to 80. So that's a good, you will be able to inflate all 4 tires if you need to on the pressure, on the battery power that's on there. Now, like I said, it's perfect. You set it to 35, it stopped at 35. Now you just unhook it and then you move on to the next tire. All right, there you have it, y'all. We've only been out here for 5 minutes, and we've inflated all 4 tires. Now, a couple of things I want to point out on this Auxito tire inflator. It's hard to say for some reason. Let's get back in the shade where you can actually see this. There you go. We got it down to 50%. We started at 89%. We did all 4 tires. Now, all 4 tires were around 29 PSI, except for the rear passenger side, which was at 28.5. All the rest were around 29. And just went off. Also has auto shut off, so keep that in mind as well. So we got each one at 35 PSI, starting around 29, and it went down to 50%. So that's just to give you an idea of how much battery life is actually in this thing. You can do all 4, which, I mean, if it's a, dire situation, you can do all 4 and still have 50% battery power left over. And it wasn't at 100% either. So keep that in mind. Now, this is a must, in my personal opinion. It's a game changer. It's a must for any garage, anybody that has a car to get one of these. If you have a car, you have a bike, you play basketball, any type of sport that needs an air pump, this is the perfect thing to have in your garage or to keep in your car. I would keep this on a road trip. So we go on a road trip. We're going on a road trip this summer. I'm going to keep this in the truck just in case anything happens. Also notice there's a light on top of it. You see that right there? It's a flashlight. Didn't even know it. Cool. It has a flashlight, so if you're in any situations, it's nighttime, you have an air pump, let's have a flashlight. So I want to quickly point out the importance of having proper tire pressure in your vehicles. If you don't know what the tire pressure should be in your tires, there are several ways to check. Number one, tires. A lot of brands put it on the tires. Both of these tell you what the max is. They don't actually tell you what the actual operating PSI is. However, if you go to your vehicle, see if this is unlocked. Boom. Go to your vehicle and you look here. Boom, it's right there. So if you have if you have the stock tires for your vehicle, it'll say right here, this is 225, 5519, right there, 35 PSI. I'm blocking it with my finger. 35 PSI for the front, 35 PSI for the rear. Proper PSI in your tires is very important. If you end up in like a rainy situation where it's wet outside, as you know, we've been in a lot of rainy situations lately, especially down here in Atlanta. If you are low tire pressure, you can end up hydroplaning and sliding around on the road, and you definitely don't want that. It's very unsafe. I've been in that situation. It's not fun. Now, if you're a stickler for MPG like I am, having proper air pressure in your tires will also aid in MPG, which also helps a lot in your pockets, helps in gas economy, helps gives you a much smoother ride, and you'll actually feel the difference on the road. Like now, I'm pretty sure now that these tires are properly inflated, gonna feel a huge difference on the road. It's gonna ride a lot smoother. It's already a smooth ride anyway, but it's gonna ride a whole lot smoother, especially with these awesome tires. It works for bike tires too. All right, so for bike tires growing up, the way we checked our PSI or air pressure in our tires, we just did one of these numbers right here. If it gave a little weight, that means you needed some air in your tires. That's wrong, okay? That's wrong. If you look at the tire here, here's a recommended inflation pressure of 40 to 65 PSI. Can you see that? There you go, 40 to 65 PSI. Now, let's check and see what the actual tire pressure is right now. We're gonna turn on our 8.5. So the recommended tire pressure is 40 to 65 PSI, and we're on 8.5. And that's from me using that hand pump that you saw me in the beginning. That's what I use to pump up my tires. So that's wrong. That seems to be a lot though. I mean, we do have a lot of play in there, but so we're gonna go to 30. Now, I said I was gonna figure out what this bottom button was for. If you look at the very bottom of the screen, you see that bicycle. that's to recycle through your modes. So that's to cycle through your modes. So you have bicycle there, you have motorcycle there, you have basketball there. I don't know what that is. And that was the car one. That's where we were at the beginning of the video. So we're on bicycle here, and it automatically goes to 45, which is, see, ours was 40 to 65. I'm gonna go a little lower. Let's just kind of test it out real quick. We're gonna go down to 30 PSI. See what we got. Whoa, yeah, my tires have never been this inflated. Well, there you have it. I'm learning lessons as well. Okay, cool. Let's go up to the minimum, which is 40, and see what that ride feels like. Yeah, my tires have never been this inflated. Wow. After seeing this out, my tires have obviously never been properly inflated. I'm gonna go for a quick bike ride because I want to see what the difference is. Yeah. So much better. So much better. Yeah, y'all. At the risk of sounding really, really odd here, this has been a game changer. All right, this Auxito portable air inflator has been a game changer. I only rode just a little bit, and I mean, seriously, this has been a game changer. This is so different. The ride is so much comfortable. The wheels ride a lot smoother because they're properly inflated. Now, you think about it. This was at 8 PSI. The front was at 11, and it was supposed to be at least 40. So now riding at 40, such a big difference, such a smoother ride. And if this is the difference on a bike, imagine what the difference is on vehicles when you have them properly inflated. So definitely a game changer. That was good. Give me a ride a little bit more. All right, now if you want to try out the new Auxito portable air inflator, hit the link in the description below. Use my discount code, you can get a nice little discount. Whew. Motivation crew, that's me, that's you. Thanks for watching another video on the Me and Car Keys channel. See you next time. Oh, and thanks for watching.